LIVE, Live with Artist Rachel G. Hey, y'all. Good afternoon, good evening. I am working with some scraps that I wanted to share some processes with you. So these are pieces that I pulled off of other works, or they just happen to be finished. Hi, good afternoon. Thanks for joining. They're from other works, and or they were like scraps that I was trying to run out, like switching colors. Often this will happen when I'm trying to switch a color between two colors. So that's what we got going on here. And I'm just heating up the iron because in honor of Valentine's Day, and because we all need to spread love, and because I'm having a sale for Valentine's Day, I am creating a heart. And so it's kind of like collage at first, what I got going on here, because I've got all these scrap pieces that I have to lay out and design in a way that is still interesting. Often when I start these pieces, it starts as a big pile, like so, that I will then, as I start ironing it, be able to hone in on, possibly need to do some cutting. So let's get after this. The sale, by the way, that's at shop.rachelgoldsmith.com, which I just dropped into the comments, both on my Facebook business page as well as on YouTube. And if you are on Facebook and not following my business page, please hop over there to do so. It makes a big difference for me, thanks. And you can get to see the messages that I post during these things if you're on the business page. All right, so I'm working on top of parchment paper, and I'm putting parchment paper on top of the artwork, and I've got my iron heated up nice and hot. And here we go. Getting my iron on. Yeah, so if you go to my website, shop.rachelgoldsmith.com, you can get 22% off with the code 22 for 22 through Wednesday, only through Wednesday. So that's not a lot of days. That's today, tomorrow, Wednesday. 22% off sale ends then. And, you know, it's a good time of year for redoing what surrounds you in your house, what brings you joy. Adding some artwork could definitely add some joy. So you can see through the parchment paper a little bit here. One of the reasons I use the parchment paper is to protect the iron, but also to keep it from sticking, keep the plastic from sticking to the iron. So it's kind of protecting the plastic too. All right. And I gotta let that cool for a second on there. Flip it over. Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for joining. We're ironing some scraps here. Making some awesomeness. Gonna turn it into some even more awesomeness for in celebration of Valentine's Day. Running a sale. 22 for 22. All right, so I just collected a bunch of my scraps. I organized them, laid them down, and now let's check it. It does need to cool a little bit. That will help it unstick. So while it's in the process of cooling, let me just show you on my website, because at shop.rachelgoldsmith.com is where this amazing sale is happening right now. If you go to my website, let's put it this way. There we go. There's all kinds of awesome gifting ideas here for yourself or others. But one thing I thought of this morning was the fact that you can get 22% off everything, including merchandise, which means you could actually get a porcelain heart printed with my artwork on both sides of it as a lovely gift to give to a friend. So how you do that, you go to my website, you go to art gifts, and then you pick the artwork that you would like to see printed on, in this case, I am suggesting an ornament, because you can get ornaments on this. Once you clicked on the medium as the metal ornament, then you go to options and you can click on the shape and, oh, is there no heart in the metal? I guess there's no heart in the metal, my bad. All right, so go back to medium, click on porcelain ornaments, then click on options. Once you click on options, for the size, click on 3-inch diameter. And then for the shape, click on heart. And that would be an awesome Valentine's Day gift for you or your loved one. It would look beautiful hanging on the wall. Ornaments are not just for Christmas, y'all. That's my opinion, at least. All right, this is probably cooled enough now that I can open it up and check it out. Let's see what we're working with. All right, here are the scraps that I chose to use. And a little paper to pull off of there. You can see I have turned all of those individual scraps into one large piece now. The next step is going to be to really shape this thing up into a heart. So it might mean adding some more color in here. I'm also going to need to bring some of these pieces in. So this yellow is really calling my name. I really think the yellow needs to be added. And maybe just pieces of the yellow. Activate some of this space. And I actually think I'm going to use the heat gun on this as well to help get the shape that I'm looking for. So let's plug in this bad boy. All right. And that sale I was mentioning is 22% off, 22 for 22, just through Wednesday at shop.rachelgoldsmith.com. In the meantime, I'm in the middle of creating some. Oh, you can see that this is taking some power away from the lighting. That is so interesting. So I'm melting this down, trying to get it to stick without the iron. All right. And we're going to turn this whole thing, which, by the way, I could also shape it into a heart by cutting it, obviously. That's an option. Folding. The fold over mode right here. Quite a bit of gray right there. This is going to be ironed again in a moment. All right. There we go. Fold that guy in. Come on, fold in, fold in. All right, so this is using the heat gun on the plastic here. Again, the heat gun is making the electric, pulling some serious electricity and making the light strobe, which, you know, I hope nobody is seizing because of this. I feel hopeful and turn that off for now and see how we're doing over here. All right, we're getting towards heart shaped. We are getting, see, here's one side of the heart, and here is the other side of the heart. I want this yellow in right down here at the base of the heart, maybe. Let's see what else we have. Some orange up here will be nice. Here you can see this piece went from orange to gray, or gray to orange. Again, it needs to scraps, but those scraps can be used to make amazing things. At least that's the hope, is that the scraps then get used and not end up adding to the pollution in our oceans. Adding some colors here. It's a very loosey-goosey process, but it ends up making a really fun heart. And it's really, I really appreciate the zero waste aspect of my artistry, not having waste, like just the different things that I create, like no matter what, I'm ending up with zero waste. So there will be a form of art coming out of this, all of the plastics that I use, no matter what. And for me, that is super importante, super important. I have this whole bin, by the way, that I'm pulling these scraps out of, that I constantly keep a bin. Got to keep a bin if you're gonna keep your scraps, because they end up all over the floor and all over the house. I used to find them in my dog's poo. Yep, Jacko ate some plastic in his day. It went right through, so that was fine. No big deal. And all right, I'm gonna get the iron on this again. Iron layer 2. See what happens. Again, we are running a sale right now for Valentine's Day. $22 for 22, 22% off for 22, as in the year. It's 2022. For those of you who know me well, you know that the number 22, especially 222, is really exciting for me because 222 is my birthday. So 22 is a good year for me already, I can tell. 222. And I'm thrilled to be able to pass on these savings to all of my collectors and fans. If you're not a collector yet, you can be now. I'm giving you a chance to buy artwork for 22% off. Just through Wednesday. All right, let's see. Over now. I'm trying to find parts of the parchment paper that hasn't been ripped up by the plastic yet or overused that. And this is like a little mini towards the big scrap art heart I made the other day. Scrap heart, which I can show all of you in a moment. All right, let's see. How are we doing? Is that cool? Let me get all of it down. Ooh, it's hot. Put that in. scratchy. I have a rip in the parchment paper. You guys can come off here. All right, so my advice for all of you who might be trying this technique with your reducer scraps at home, use a fresh sheet of parchment paper. Don't have cracks in your parchment paper, I suppose, is really the mainstay here. There we go, got it. That might need a tweezer to come off because it seems I've got paper folded inside of the plastic there. All right, but we are getting somewhere with this piece coming together right now. I think I need to make this edge a little bit stronger. And I'm kind of digging how these are flying off over there. So I probably won't adjust that too much more. Yeah, come on, you got this. Stay where you stay. Yeah, there we go, staying. I mean, I've got everything from like noticeable, I know which piece of artwork this came off of, scraps, to I have no idea where this came from, to my hair being stuck in the middle of some of it. So there's a little bit of everything in these scrap hearts. Including a little hair, but that's, you know, pretty much par for the course with my artwork. It seems I've been finding my hair in most things lately. Let's see. Where'd that guy go? The key is trying to not get the dirt in here. Actually, the hair too. It's really not ideal because once it starts, when I start heating it, sometimes the hair gets a little stinky. You know, hair doesn't burn well. Did you know that? Probably did. Smelled hair burning before. Not the best smell. Not the best smell. Want to take the iron to this again. There we go. All right. All right, well, I'm feeling pretty good about this HeartArt right now. I think it's going to be a nice, strong, fun piece that would make an outstanding gift. So send me a message right away if you would like this, because obviously it is not up on my website yet, but it is available and would be a lovely handmade gift for anyone who's into color, hearts, art, saving the world and the environment. Whoops, sorry, kicked it. This could be a piece that hangs in a window. It could get a frame and hang on a wall. It could be just off the frame slightly, and then you get a nice shadow from it, which this light is not doing for us ideally, but HeartArt, there it is. I'm definitely going to go after it a little bit more. I know me. I'll have little details I want to adjust. But for the most part, there we go. We got it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks so much for all of your support, and have a great day. Ciao.